It's time to go diving. Today we are on the hunt for the batfish, one of the most bizarre creatures in the ocean. This fish is so strange you'll hardly believe it's a fish at all. To find one, we will dive under Florida's famous Blue Heron Bridge and search through piles of wreckage. This fish is going to be hiding from us, so spotting one will be a challenge. On top of that, our time is extremely limited. We only have around 50 minutes of air in the tank, and we need to complete the mission before the strong currents return with the tide and make diving here impossible. There's no time to waste. Let's get searching. To find the batfish, we will need to get close to the bottom and search carefully. They are masters of disguise and are usually hidden so well you can easily miss them even if you're looking directly at it. Do you see all of those spiky red worms? Those are painful to touch and are called fireworms. Fireworms are a real danger for any diver. Their needle-like spines are covered in a strong toxin that can sting and cause horrible pain. Underwater, it's an even bigger risk because the pain can cause panic attacks and difficulty breathing. If I were to get stung right now, it could be an emergency situation. Clearly they are everywhere, so touching anything without looking first is a terrible idea. Okay, that looks like a good place for a batfish to hide. Let's search over there. And I can already feel the current starting to come back, making it harder to swim forward. Because of the tides, there are only 2 small windows of time every day to even try to search for batfish. But because finding one is so rare, they are always the #1 target of anyone who dives here. Look, there's something hiding under that rock. It's a spotted moray eel. While most non-divers worry about sharks, actually it's these animals that are far more common and likely to attack. All right, let's give this guy some space and keep searching for the batfish. Oh, check this out. That is an arrowhead crab. They are super strange and worth a closer look. At first glance, you might mistake the crab for a spider from outer space, but they are actually related to normal crabs. If we zoom in, we can see there are 2 blue pinchers near the front of its body. Oh, and look, there's a yellow spotted stingray. These rays can be extremely hard to spot because they are small and spend most of their lives buried beneath the sand. Like other stingrays, they have a razor-sharp barb along their tail and will sting if threatened. And just because we can see one doesn't mean there aren't others hiding around. Stingrays could be hidden anywhere down here, and is yet another reason we need to be careful anytime we touch the sand. Okay, that's a quarter tank gone. But I feel like our luck is starting to pick up. Spotting all these other creatures is a great sign. The batfish could be close by. Oh, take a look at this spike ball. Sometimes they're confused for pufferfish because these burfish are very similar looking. Yes, those spikes are super sharp and is why they don't have many predators down here. Even for the toughest fish, you don't want a mouthful of spines like that. The tide is coming back faster than I thought it would, and it's really hard to hold the camera steady. But I'm seeing something bright. Let's close in on those pillars. Oh wow, that is a giant yellow seahorse and a super rare find. I didn't even know we could find these here. If you look carefully, you can see it's covered in small black dots. And to handle these strong currents, seahorses use their tails to anchor on nearly anything they can grab onto, since they aren't very good swimmers. But that has to be the most colorful seahorse I've ever seen. Very cool, but we need to move on. Visibility is starting to get worse and time is really running out. There's definitely a lot of life down here, but still no signs of the batfish. Air supply is just above 40%. We really need to hurry up. Okay, This is the perfect habitat. Let's search this area well. Batfish are masters of camouflage. Still seeing fireworms everywhere. Just can't get away from them. All right, no luck in that pile. These sandy bottoms are probably our best bet with the remaining air. While it is common to find them tucked in debris, you can also see batfish in areas like this. Seeing something up near that wreck. Definitely some activity in the debris around it. Jeez, this wreck is absolutely covered in fireworms too. But what do we have here? Oh, that is a pair of spiny lobsters and a big sea urchin behind them. And right next to them is another arrowhead crab. Still no batfish. All right, it's time to get back on track. We have about 20 minutes left before I run out of air. This search is not over. Seeing something now lurking behind that piece of rubble there. See it 4 meters away? Let's check it out. It's a sea robin, another bottom-dwelling fish that can actually walk. Truthfully, this is about as close as you can get to a batfish without actually being one. We need to be careful here. I don't want to scare it away too soon. Sea robins are fast when they want to be. Approaching now. Okay, this one is a northern sea robin and is right next to a bandtail puffer. He is watching me. All right, so their most unusual feature has to be their ability to walk on those spines, which are nothing more than modified fins, but they definitely look like legs. This fish could have easily been named the Spiderfish. And as you can see, they use their legs really well to walk around, so they can scavenge for food. Okay, he's thinking of fleeing now, and this is a good time to see the display of those wing-like fins. And there he goes, flying across the seafloor. When they deploy their fins, it allows them to move quickly for short periods, and they can glide along the seafloor, almost like the wings of a bird. Let's give this guy some space. We are still on the hunt for the batfish, and we're not giving up yet. All right, I'm seeing something there. Bingo! Target spotted. That is a batfish. Zoom in. All right, approaching. Let's see how close we can get. This is a polka dot batfish, a slow swimmer that can also walk along the seafloor using its two stubby fins as feet. I'm going to try to get even closer to show you how it blends in with its surroundings. They usually remain still to look like debris on the seafloor, which helps them ambush their prey when it swims too close. In this case, it's helping us get a lot closer with the camera. Whoa, here he comes, making a fast break. Let's try to follow and hopefully he'll stop again. This might be my only shot to see one of these. Okay, now for something really weird. I'm going to attempt to show off its gills, which are actually located behind its armpits. This might be a little tricky. There they are. The batfish gills are oddly located behind their fins, which helps them remain still and camouflaged. I have just above 15% air remaining, and every breath counts. Especially when you found one of the rarest animals down here and have more to see. You can really get a good look at its strange shape from this overhead shot. Check out that triangle body. Okay, here we go. Nice and calm now. Game on. Let's try to look for the most famous attribute of the batfish, their lure. Since they're a member of the anglerfish family, they are equipped with a built-in fishing rod just above their mouth that retracts in and out. Yes, it actually is a fishing pole that moves out of their face, much like a transformer. They use this lure to attract small fish and other animals that they can gobble up. I won't be able to hang on much longer until we have to surface. Come on. One time. Oh! There it is. Did you see that? Let's play that back. What? It actually has a lure on the end of the rod that it flings out as well. I didn't even know that it could do that. Holy cow. I cannot believe how much it can transform its face like that. That is absolutely amazing and cooler than I could have ever imagined. All right, Batfish footage secured and mission accomplished. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the ultimate exploration of the ocean. This is Mark Vins, and I'm the Aquanaut. Over and out.